All right, let's talk about competitive advantage. In finance, it's all about speed and data. Today, we're diving into a technology that's putting some seriously advanced AI right into the hands of analysts and investors. We're talking about transformers, and believe me, they've become an absolutely essential toolkit for modern business.
So, what if you could roll out sophisticated AI? I mean, AI that really gets language, sentiment, and context with just a single line of code. That's not some far off future scenario. It's the reality we're unpacking right now. And it's a reality that translates directly into speed, efficiency, and the real edge in the market. Now, the engine behind all of this is something called the transformer model. The easiest way to think about it is as an AI that's been built from the ground up to understand the nuances in data that comes in a sequence, like the text in an earnings report, the flow of a news feed, or even patterns in a stock chart. This makes it incredibly versatile for all sorts of financial applications. So, here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll get into the AI pipeline. That's the tool that makes all this possible. Then we'll look at the high-value business applications that are already paying off. After that, we'll explore what's basically an app store for AI. And we'll wrap up by looking at the bigger investment picture. Okay, first up, the AI pipeline. This is really the engine that's driving this entire revolution. It's the key that removes those huge technical roadblocks, making advanced AI not just a possibility, but something practical for your teams to use, like today. The secret sauce here is a function called pipeline called from a company named HuggingFace. What it does is brilliant. It packages a powerful pre-trained AI model with all the necessary data processing bits and pieces, turning it into one simple, ready-to-go tool. This means you can often completely bypass the need for a dedicated AI development team to get critical tasks done. And here's how that pipeline works in 3 simple steps. First, it pre-processes raw text, basically getting it ready for the AI to read. Second, it runs that input through the pre-trained transformer model. And third, it post-processes the model's complicated output into a clear, human-readable answer. I mean, it really is that straightforward. And don't just take my word for it. The documentation itself says it allows you to directly input any text and get an intelligible answer. The big takeaway for anyone in finance is this. You no longer need a squad of machine learning PhDs to pull valuable insights out of your data. The complexity is handled for you, and that unlocks some incredible operational leverage. Okay, so we've covered the how, now for the really important part, the so what. This technology isn't just theory, it's already being used to build high-value applications that turn messy, raw data into the kind of actionable intelligence that actually drives returns. Just look at the difference between the old way and the new way. Manual analysis, it's slow, it's expensive, and let's be honest, it's prone to human error. But with pipeline automation, you're looking at something that's instantaneous, consistent, and can scale up infinitely. This isn't just a small step up. It's a fundamental change in how you can operate. Let's start with the big one, sentiment analysis. Imagine being able to instantly gauge market sentiment by scanning thousands of news articles, social media posts, and earnings call transcripts all at once. For an investor, this means spotting shifts in perception as they happen, letting you make smarter trades. It's all about finding that alpha by getting ahead of the narrative. Next up is something called named entity recognition, or NER. This tool can rip through a massive M&A data room or a dense financial filing and instantly pull out every key entity, every company, person, and location mentioned. This just dramatically accelerates due diligence and competitive analysis. You're breaking a huge bottleneck, which means your teams can evaluate more deals way faster. And this might be the most powerful of them all, summarization. This pipeline can take a dense, hour-long earnings call or a 50-page research report and boil it down to the crucial bullet points. The productivity gain here is just enormous. We're talking about saving thousands of analyst hours. That frees up your team to cover more ground and make faster, more informed decisions. You're basically scaling your human capital. So, you might be wondering, where do you actually get these powerful pre-trained models? Well, that brings us to what is essentially an app store for AI. It's a massive ecosystem that's fueling this whole revolution and making all these tools immediately available. And when I say massive, I mean it. The scale is just staggering. There are literally millions of pre-trained models available on the Hugging Face Hub. Think about that. You don't have to build your own AI models from scratch anymore. You can just go find the right tool for the job, one that's already been built and tested by a huge global community.
Honestly, you should think of the hub as the Bloomberg terminal for AI models. It's a central hub where you can find, test, and download models for pretty much any task you can dream up. For any fund or firm, this just crushes R&D costs and slashes the time it takes to deploy new AI-powered strategies. It's a strategic asset that just fuels constant, rapid innovation. Now, we've been focusing a lot on text, but the investment opportunity here is so much bigger. For our final section, let's zoom out and look at the investment horizon and see how this technology is ready to disrupt industries by going way beyond just language. You see, the same core transformer architecture can be applied to images, to audio, and to other types of data. This is what we call multimodal AI, and it opens up a whole new universe of applications for investors. We're talking about transcribing a Fed chair's speech in real time or analyzing satellite images to predict crop yields for a commodities trade. The universe of data that you can now quantify is expanding at an exponential rate. So we'll leave you with this one final thought. As this incredibly powerful, specialized AI becomes as easy to access as an app on your phone, the real question for investors isn't which industries will be transformed. The question is, which ones won't be? Thanks for joining us.